If you've ever heard loud thumping, scratching, or strange crying sounds coming from your attic or ceiling at night, there's a very real chance that raccoons have already made their way into your home. Toronto has one of the largest urban raccoon populations in North America, and over many years of wildlife removal work, we've noticed very clear patterns in how and where raccoons enter houses. These animals are not breaking in randomly. Raccoons are intelligent, extremely strong, and highly strategic when choosing entry points that give them warmth, safety, and easy access to interior spaces. Raccoons are drawn to homes because they offer everything they need to survive and raise young. Residential buildings provide stable warmth during cold months, protection from predators, and quiet, elevated spaces that are ideal for nesting. The most common entry point we see in Toronto homes is the soffit area. Soffits are the horizontal panels located underneath the roof overhang, and while they serve an important ventilation and aesthetic purpose, they are not built to resist the strength of a raccoon. Adult raccoons can weigh over 20 pounds and have incredibly dexterous hands. They will pull down loose panels, pry open corners, or exploit small gaps that have formed over time due to weather and aging. Once a raccoon breaches the soffit, it gains direct and unrestricted access to the attic, which makes this entry point especially attractive and one of the most frequently used. Roof vents and plumbing stacks are another major access point raccoons use to enter Toronto homes. These vents are often protected by plastic or thin metal covers that are easily torn off by wildlife. Raccoons are excellent climbers and will target these areas because they are elevated, often hidden from view, and lead directly into warm attic spaces. Older vent covers, flat roof designs, and homes that haven't had their vents reinforced are particularly vulnerable. Once a vent cover is removed, the opening becomes a permanent doorway unless properly animal-proofed. Another common method of entry involves roof shingles and the plywood underneath them. Over time, shingles can loosen due to age, wind, and weather exposure. Raccoons take advantage of these weak spots by lifting shingles and tearing through the roof decking below. This type of entry often begins as a small opening but expands rapidly as the raccoon returns night after night. Homeowners usually don't notice this kind of damage until water stains appear on ceilings or insulation begins to fall, at which point the damage is already extensive. Chimneys are also frequently targeted by raccoons, particularly in homes with unused or rarely used fireplaces. Chimney caps are often poorly secured or damaged over time, making them easy for raccoons to dislodge. Once inside, raccoons may settle in the fireplace cavity or flue, where they are warm, protected, and largely undisturbed. Chimneys are especially appealing during baby season, when mother raccoons are looking for safe places to raise their young. Gaps in siding and fascia boards are another overlooked entry point. Even small separations along the roofline can become access points if raccoons repeatedly pull and widen them. Weather damage, wood rot, and shifting materials create opportunities that raccoons exploit with persistence. Over time, what started as a minor cosmetic issue can turn into a major wildlife intrusion, allowing raccoons to move freely into wall cavities or attic spaces. In addition to these primary entry points, raccoons may also enter homes through wall vents, attic windows, dormer siding, or other architectural features that create direct openings into the structure. These areas are often ignored during routine maintenance and can remain vulnerable for years without homeowners realizing the risk. The most important takeaway is that raccoons don't choose homes at random. They carefully exploit weaknesses in construction, aging materials, and overlooked areas of the building envelope. Attempting to block an entry point without first removing the animal, or without checking for babies, can lead to serious consequences, including trapped raccoons, dead animals inside walls, and costly repairs. If you notice signs of damage or hear unusual noises coming from your attic or ceiling, it's critical to address the issue early. At TSR Pest Control and Wildlife Removal, we specialize in humane raccoon removal, detailed inspections, baby-safe removal methods, and permanent wildlife proofing solutions across Toronto and the Greater Toronto Area. Early intervention not only protects your home, but also prevents unnecessary harm to wildlife. Thanks for watching, and remember, when it comes to raccoons, understanding how they get in is the first step to keeping them out.